Okay, so today I want to talk about body types and how it can like help you or hinder your success in the weight loss. And I will tell you about my story as well. By the way, if you are wondering what is this behind here, so this is a roll. Yes, a roll. I use it sometimes to relax my muscles after the training, to relax my muscles, to remove the knots, because it can really help with your lymphatic system, which means the detox will be better. The detox will be better because it will remove the knots, it will kind of relax the body, and also at some extent it can elongate your muscles. So if your goal is to look slim, then we don't want those bodybuilder muscles. We want them long and lean, you know. And then this is sauna, a steam room kind of. It's a little 1 square meter, even smaller steam room. It's a portable sauna, steam room. I use it almost every day. I love it, really. It was one of my best wellness buys, or beauty or sports wellness buy. And it's so good for relaxation for your skin. If you have acne, it can help very well. So, okay, let's go to the topic now. So the 3 distinctive body types we have, if we speak about the exact names, it would be endomorph, mesomorph, ectomorph. So what are the differences? Yes, basically one is quite slim, you know, it's quite slim, you know, the models as well, those people who can eat a lot and they don't gain weight. So that's the first type, or the second or third, one of the types. Then the second will be mesomorph, and that's me. That's actually me. My body type is more like athletic, you know, more athletic, easy to gain muscle. And then the third one, it's more roundish, let's say, more of the shape, and it's easy for such type to gain fat, difficult to lose weight. However, I just want to precise that there is no gene in us, yes, there's no specific gene, unless it's some disease, yeah, unless it's some genetic malfunction, a gene which defines that you have to stay fat, yeah. So sometimes some people say, oh, it's because all my family is like this, you know, we are all a little bit, you know, I'm trying to be, you know, I'm trying to not to offend anyone, but I'm sorry, I will just speak as it is, you know, don't get offended, okay, fat, I will use the word fat. Okay, so basically my whole family was fat, so now I'm fat as well, like all my family. And that's not true. It's more probably because of your environment and your habits and what you're used to, but there is no gene which will define that you are for life now with extra weight. So, you know, when I was, let's say before 15 years old, after 15, the forms started to be more feminine, but before, I was so thin. I was really like very, very thin. Really, it was scary, you know? Like only bones, you know. But I mean, now when I look at it, you know, it looks quite scary. But that was my body type at that point. And of course, you know, with every age stage, you know, then there is the menopause and, you know, the puberty. With each stage it can change, of course, because of hormones. But so I was very thin, but then after the puberty I started to have more of the forms, and now my body type is mesomorph, which is more easy to gain muscle, basically more athletic type. It's like, let's say, middle type, yes, in between of the 2 other ones, like the very slim and the more with extra weight. And I remember I would always want to be thin because, well, it was first of all in my culture, Eastern European, you know. All the girls are so thin and beautiful and you want to be the same. And also I was doing ballroom dancing, where it's, well, again, in our culture, it was important to look good, you know. You are dancing, all the people are watching, you are on the scene, you must look good. That's actually how they evaluate your dancing as well. It depends on how you look as well, you know. If you look very good, if you look expensive, slim, you know, you will get more points actually. Well, I guess in life it can be similar, right? And it was important for me to be slim. And at one point in life, I was, you know, for 15 years I was trying to be slim, you know. For 15 years I was trying all these diets and everything. And at one point I remember I was also lifting heavy weights, you know, lifting heavy weights, but instead of slimming down, I was becoming just wider and wider, just wider and wider. And I didn't understand, you know, all these people, they say, oh, you have to lift heavy, lift heavy. But I just had these muscles growing and then fat on top. I was just getting wider, basically. But what I didn't understand is that I didn't tweak anything else. My lifestyle, my habits, my routine, my nutrition, you know. So now I understand what I should have done, you know, and everything. But I will just give you some advice as well. If you recognize your body type, so you can just take that advice, you know, and apply it for faster weight loss. So first, let's talk about the ectomorph, the slim one. Ectomorph, the slim one. So for such type, yes, they can eat whatever they want, but you know, with age, or if there are sometimes there are also hidden psychological reasons of gaining weight. But normally for such type, sorry, I continue because there was not enough storage anymore. Okay, so where I stopped, what to do for the ectomorph, for the slim type. You still have to take care of what you eat, because if you eat whatever, and you will just mess up your hormones, and later in the future you can gain weight easily, and it will be, of course, can be more difficult to lose it if you don't work on your habits. So yeah, normally from food, if it's healthy, it doesn't matter, you can eat whatever you want. For the exercise as well, you probably don't want to slim down even more if you're already slim. So less cardio, but more weights. For the mesomorph, like me, more athletic type, now it depends on your goal, but now we are talking about like what I want to slim down. Yes, this channel is about weight loss. So my goal is to look slim. And for athletic type, for mesomorph, it's easy to gain weight, but it's easy to lose it. Normally for me, it takes around a couple days, like 2 days. I know that if I had some event, there was a cake, I will eat it, and in 2 days, not the next day, but the day after, I know there will be maybe a little belly, you know, I will have a little belly. It's very, very tiny difference, but it's very quick, and I know exactly what to do, and I just do it and it goes away. So there you have to take care, you have to have balanced diet. My technique of how to balance the plate, let's say, it's always half of the plate, half of your meal, it's vegetables or salad, with each main meal, which is lunch or dinner. In the morning, you can also, without problem, have salads or veggies together with the breakfast. Yes, we don't resort to eating only salad leaves like I did it before, and it was a disaster. Like in my other videos, I already mentioned that I would always reach my goal, I would always lose the weight, but it would be just for 1-2 weeks, and then everything goes back. because you have these cravings and you just start to eat uncontrollably. So yeah, so balanced plate. For the exercise, if we want to slim down, it will be smaller weights, maybe faster movements, more cardio, like balanced cardio to weights, smaller weights, no heavy lifting. It's always, everything is always possible, but then I don't want to, I don't want to be on a diet of 1,900 calories and and always feel hungry, and then I can lift heavily and I will have nice muscles and lean, but I will be starving all the time. Like, no, let's be realistic. Let's be like in a normal life. Let's not start this torture. I just remember myself, how I would all these vomitings and fat burning pills, and like, oh, it's just so tiring. It's like this part of your life, you have to give it so much attention. It just takes your whole energy. You are worried all the time about your weight, and you're happy for those 3 days when you look very slim, very thin. Okay, so yes, for the mesomorph, for the exercises, something balanced, not too much, not too heavy weights, not too much lifting, basically, cardio included. Then for the endomorph, we have to focus on cardio. And we have to lower the carbs, but always include carbs. That's an important part of the meal. And yeah, by lowering carbs, you just basically, you don't, it's not like you have to reduce them even. You just don't eat too much of carbs, okay? Don't eat too much of carbs. Always include vegetables with every meal, vegetables or salads. Never skip those. And the focus is on cardio. Now, when you start to control your weight, all this advice, what I say, it's, it's just like, oh, okay, I will just add 5 minutes of cardio, and those 5 minutes make a difference for you. When you are constantly dieting, constantly restricting, it sounds like, oh, I have to restrict carbs. Okay, I will eat 1 grain of quinoa per day, That's how it sounds for a person who is dieting constantly. But actually, no, it's not like this. It's just like, okay, instead of 5 spoons of quinoa, have 4, or 4.5, and that's all. That's also in weight. There is a range in weight. Plus minus 2 kilograms, you can always gain and lose. That's your normal range, We don't stay always at the same number. Depends, you didn't sleep, you will maybe weight a bit more next day, So when we do these little tweaks, for a normal person, that's enough, that's enough. And we don't have to, it's the fluctuation is like this, the fluctuation of weight, the fluctuation of restricting, it's a little bit less. It's not like this. From cravings, eating chocolate as crazy, and pastry, and until your belly is hurts from the stretch, to eating nothing, detox, cleanse, juice cleanse, juice cleanse. So that's not the same amplitude anymore. We start to do like this instead of this, from one extreme to the other. And I think that's all for now. I hope it helped you, because for me that was a problem. That was some knowledge I didn't have, I didn't know. And it really helped me to understand what body do I have and what should I do in order to reach my goals. Basically, I was a mesomorph. For me, it was important to, if I want to get slimmer, I must not maybe lift heavily, because even then the clothes, the size of the clothes, you might be in a smaller weight but more muscles, and your size will get high, like bigger, you know, immediately. Like it's a bit like, if you want lean muscles, then it's probably not the heavy lifting for you. For the slim ones, slim type, yes, you can do that. And for the endomorph, it's also more cardio. Okay, see you in the next video.